Hi, this is my final blog entry, and I'm doing it on the 2005 film Broken Flowers, directed by Jarmusch. And the film stars Bill Murray playing a man named Don Johnston, who is a wealthy, retired individual who lives a sedate, relaxed life and doesn't really do much day to day. And one day, he receives a letter from one of his ex-girlfriends informing him that 18 years before, he had a child with her, and that now he's interested in meeting him, but she isn't really interested in that happening. And at first, Don doesn't really care, but his neighbor convinces him to go out and visit the four girlfriends that he had at the time and try and figure out which one had his son and to meet him. And at first, Don isn't interested, but eventually he gets really into it and goes off to figure out where his son is. Throughout this film, there's two major components of this film that really stood out to me. The character development and character changes throughout from contrast shown in the film, and the music. The character contrasts I focused on is Don Johnston, the main character, and his contrast with himself in the past, and the other girlfriends he had and their contrast with what they used to be and the development that they've gone through. Don is said to have been a bit of a player and someone who dated multiple women over the years, and he's shown to have changed a lot since that time. At the time, he was very outgoing and could convince women to go out with him, and now he's kind of a relaxed guy that just doesn't really have any goals in life. And his girlfriends are shown to be pretty similar to him in some ways and completely different in others. One of his ex-girlfriends, who used to be a free love flower girl from the 70s, has now developed into a timid woman who sells houses and has a domineering husband who she doesn't get along that very well with. And it is shown to be very in contrast with what she used to be. And in addition, he's shown to have changed a lot. He's shown to be very uncomfortable under sexual advances. Even though at the time he dated 5 women, he still is very uncomfortable when he's approached by Lolita, a young 20-year-old girl. Throughout the film, he's also shown to have changed himself throughout just this film period. In the beginning, he starts off with very little energy, not really interested in meeting anyone, and he develops into someone who's willing to pursue his son. The music also is well used. They start off the movie with a very relaxed, sedate piece that really reflects Don's own personality at the time. He doesn't really have any interest in doing anything and just enjoys doing nothing. And this develops as he decides to visit his son, find his son, and they bring a more upbeat song. Even though his personality doesn't change, they use a slightly upbeat that keeps the same rhythm and sort of tempo of the first song that's really relaxed, but at the same time is much more excited and almost interested. And in the end of the piece, after in a sort of circular motion, the credits play as the first song in the piece. The relaxed, just no cares plays again, which shows that even though Don's gone through this entire adventure, Don still hasn't truly changed, and yet he has. And yet he has gained truly nothing, but he has become a better person as a result. And this is my piece.